Friedrich Nietzsche's idea of becoming who you are is not about finding a hidden true self buried inside you. It's not a treasure hunt. Instead, it's a violent, creative, and deeply personal rebellion. For Nietzsche, life is not about obeying rules, fitting into boxes, or seeking approval from others. It's about ripping off the masks society glues to your face and inventing your own values, your own meaning, and your own way of living. As he writes in The Gay Science, what does your conscience say? You shall become the person you are. This is not gentle advice. It's a command to wage war against everything that tries to define you from the outside. At the core of Nietzsche's philosophy is the will to power, the raw, unstoppable drive in all living things to grow, conquer, and overflow with energy. This isn't about dominating others. That's for weak people, according to Nietzsche. Real power is about mastering yourself. For example, a tree does not ask permission to grow towards the sun. It just does it. Humans, though, get tangled in guilt, fear, and shoulds. We let religion, morality, and social norms tell us what to want. Nietzsche calls this slave morality, a mindset that praises humility, obedience, and pity because it serves the weak. In Thus Spoke Zarathustra, he says, you must become who you are. And that is a message for the Ubermensch, or the overhuman, someone who crushes these mental chains and creates their own greatness. Nietzsche's famous line, God is dead, isn't a celebration, it's a warning. When people stop believing in religion, they don't suddenly become free. They replace God with new idols, science, democracy, money, fame. These too can trap you. Becoming who you are means rejecting all ready-made answers. In Ecce Homo, his fiery autobiography, Nietzsche writes, I am not a man, I am dynamite. He's saying, blow up the rules, question everything you've been taught is good or true, even your own past, your mistakes, regrets, identities. They all must be destroyed and rebuilt. What if you had to live the same life with all its pain and joy over and over forever? Nietzsche calls this the eternal recurrence. It's a test. If the thought of repeating your life disgusts you, you're not living to your true self. But if you can say, was that life? Well then, once more, according to the Gay Science, you've embraced your existence without regret. To become who you are, you must love your life so fiercely that you choose it again. This means saying yes to every part of yourself, your flaws, your desires, your chaos. Nietzsche calls this love of faith. My formula for greatness in a human being is to love their faith, that one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not in all eternity. Becoming who you are is not a one-time event. It's a messy, painful, endless process. Nietzsche compares it to a snake shedding its skin. You must be ready to burn yourself in your own flame. How could you become new if you did not first become ashes? Thus spoke Zarathustra. You have to experiment, try on different values, fail, and keep going. Suffering is not your enemy, it's your teacher. In Beyond Good and Evil, he writes, the individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. If you try it, you will be lonely often, and sometimes frightened. But no price is too high to pay for the privilege of owning yourself. Nietzsche does not believe in arriving at who you are. Life is a mountain with no peak. Self-overcoming is the act of tearing down your current self to build a stronger one. A snake sheds its skin to grow. You must shed your habits, beliefs, and even your victories. Nietzsche writes in Thus Spoke Zarathustra, and life itself confided this secret to me. Behold, it said, I am that which must always overcome itself. You aren't meant to settle. Even your greatest achievements should feel like stepping stones. If you hate your job, quit. Love your art, burn it and make it better. Comfort is the enemy. Nietzsche declared, there are no facts, only interpretations. This is perspectivism, the idea that truth is not absolute. What is good to a priest is weak to a warrior. What's rational to a scientist is cold to a poet. Instead of searching for the truth, ask, What truth serves my life? Nietzsche isn't saying lie. He's saying own your perspective. Use it like a hammer to shape reality. On the genealogy of morals, he argues that every belief is a tool of power. If you want to be free, invent a truth that makes you stronger. To become who you are means you have to destroy borrowed values, you need to create your own meaning, you need to overcome yourself again and again, and you need to love your faith. Also, don't forget to laugh at the absurdity of it all.